Dear friends, today we will learn about proper axis of rotation. Proper axis of rotation means if we consider an axis passing through the molecule, that is the center of a molecule, and if we rotate a molecule along that axis, and after rotation at particular angle, if we have symmetrical identical structure that we cannot distinguish between the original and after rotation, then we say it is a symmetric rotation. To identify either the rotation is symmetric or asymmetric, I will consider a molecule that is a replica of H2O molecule. If I consider this white bulb represent hydrogens and this red one represent oxygen, then the shape of H2O molecule is inverted V shape. Now, I can consider axis in three different ways. Number one, passing through oxygen and the axis will bisect the angle between the hydrogens. Number two, passing through the oxygen only and it will only pass through the oxygen without touching angle between the hydrogen in one direction, as well as axis can pass through the oxygen like this. Now, for example, we consider any of the axes, and if we consider x, y and z coordinate, then I will consider first of all an axis passing through oxygen like this only, and I will rotate the molecule along this axis to show you why it is symmetric or asymmetric. Now I am rotating the molecule along this axis at the finite angle, that means at particular angle which can be less than 360. For example, I am rotating like this at 180 degree. So you can easily say that something has happened to the molecule because earlier it was inverted V shape. Right now it is just a V shape. So it is not a symmetric rotation. Now if I will consider another axis passing through the oxygen like this, then rotation along this axis also we can consider at 180 degree. So now our molecule will rotate like this at 180 degree. It is look like this. So after rotation again, I am able to find out there is something happened to the molecule because again it is the V shape instead of inverted V shape. So this is also not the symmetric rotation. Now we will consider axis passing through the oxygen and which bisect the angle between two hydrogen and oxygen. So if I will consider this axis of rotation around this, if I will rotate again at 180 degree, so I have rotation of a molecule like this. So now after rotation, if I am holding the molecule, I cannot find out the difference between the original one and after rotation. So this will be considered as the proper axis of rotation because I am not able to find out the difference between the original structure and the resulting structure. For different molecule, the position of axis can be different because if I will consider a molecule like this, then I have to concentrate on different atoms in this molecule. This is a molecule that is ethane. Either it is staggered or it is eclipse. If I will consider this type of molecule, then again I have to consider all the atoms. But here you can see there is a one type of atoms which are in the plane of this carbon black one, and the other two are above and below. So now for this molecule, I have to consider that after rotation, if my molecule will look alike, that means if this point, this atom is facing towards you outer side, it should always remain like this. Instead of this atom, if I will have this type of position, then also it will not be the symmetric structure. So considering the proper axis of rotation in this molecule, if I will concentrate, there are two different type of atoms. One is below the plane, other is above the plane, and the plane is what? Plane is made up of these three atom and this center atom. So if I will say this is a molecule PCl5, the structure is trigonal bipyramidal, then during the rotation, these three atoms which are making a triangle, that is a corner made up of this atom 1, 2 and 3, this will change with each other, and it should change in such a way that in place of one atom there should be the another atom. So how much I have to rotate the molecule, that depend on the angle made up of all these atoms. So how I will decide? So now I am holding molecule in front of you like this. If I will consider a circle around these atoms, then you can see the circle is divided in three equal half. One is this, second is this, and third over here. So made up of three parts, that means circle is divided by 3 and total angle of circle is 360 degree. So if I will divide this 360 degree by this 3 angle, then there should be answer 120. That means I have to rotate the molecule around the axis in such a way that this angle 120, when rotated, the atom will replace by another atom, and therefore I have to rotate the molecule holding the axis passing through this straight line. And when I will rotate the molecule along this in clockwise direction, the molecule will rotate it like this, and there is a atom in place of atom. So it is 120-degree rotation. Now if I would not have rotated in front of you, you would not be able to identify the difference between which atom is earlier over here and which atom is here. Now again I am rotating the molecule in the same direction, and concentrate. I am holding one point so that you can easily identify that there is a rotation is happening and my hand is also moving along with it, right? So again we are getting the atom in place of atom, but as you can see the position of my hand is changing. That means this atom has changed its position. Earlier it was somewhere else, now it is somewhere else, but we cannot identify the difference between the molecule. That means the position of each atom. So this is known as symmetric rotation. Now you can say, is there any one axis around which I can rotate the molecule? No, there are different axes I can consider in one molecule itself. So I am considering now again this molecule. Now what I will do? I will hold this one atom in my hand, and if I will rotate the molecule in such a way that this upper side atom will go in a downward position and this downward atom will come in the upward position, then also it will be a symmetric rotation like this. So now top and bottom atom has changed their position. This other two atom also has changed their position, but the atom which I am holding, it is rotating on its own. The center atom will be rotated on its own position. So this is a symmetric rotation, but it is different angle. Earlier we have rotated the molecule at 120 degree considering the angle between these atoms, and now I am rotating the molecule at 180 degree. So there are three different axes in such a way I can rotate the molecule at 180 degree. One I was holding earlier. Second is this. If I will hold this atom and if I will rotate the molecule along this axis at 180 degree, then again it is a symmetric rotation. So I can hold the each atom made up of this triangle, and I can rotate the molecule at 180 degree and I will have identical structure. So as we consider different molecule, there are different rotational axis in a molecule. I have another molecule like this. You can say this is a BCl3 or BF3 type of molecule. Center is the boron and other three are either hydrogen or either chloride or either fluoride. You can consider whatever you want to, but the structure is particularly trigonal planar. So again, if I have to rotate the molecule, I can consider different axes passing through the center of a molecule, and that will be a proper axis of rotation where I cannot identify the difference between the original structure and the resulting structure. So now consider again, there is a three different atom at the center. If I will consider a circle around this, then whole circle is divided in three parts. So I have to rotate the molecule at 120 degree, and then only this one atom will go in place of the other atom, and the other atom will change their position with the another one. So I have to rotate the molecule in such a way that it should be look alike. See, now after rotation, again it is look alike, it is identical to the original one, but we have rotated the molecule. Rotation of angle is 120 degree. Earlier, when we have considered the other molecule, we have different axis of rotation around which we can rotate the molecule and different angle. Same way, in this molecule also, there is another axis of rotation where I can rotate the molecule at 180 degree. Consider the axis passing through this atom and the center. If I will rotate the molecule along this axis, these two atoms will change their position with each other, and as it is a planar structure, it should look alike. That means I have to rotate a molecule like this. So I have rotated it 180 degree, so this atom will change their position with each other and it will look alike. So now there is a question, if I have different type of axis possible in a molecule, different angle of rotations are there, then how I can identify which axis is it? For that, a mathematical formula applied where we consider a total angle of 360 degree, and the angle of rotation we are considering, if I will divide 360 by that angle, I will have some value small n we represent like that, and the axis of rotation we represent as Cn. When I will represent it as a Cn, then we can say the Cn where n is equal to 360 divided by theta, and theta is the angle of rotation. So that will be the symbol for proper axis of rotation. Now, the there are multiple representation for angle of rotation. There are internally relation between angle of rotation and value of n. You can find out the angle of rotation with the help of number of atoms which are in the same plane. Likewise, if I will consider this atom, I have three atoms. So obviously 360 divided by 3, that will give me the angle of rotation. Now 3 is the value of n. So you can say theta equal to 360 divided by n, where n is number of atoms in a plane. I am not saying actual interpretation of n is this. Actual interpretation of n is number of rotation required to get the original structure. Why it is so? If I will consider this atom number 1, I am rotating the molecule at 120 degree. So after rotation of 120 degree, this atom is over here. After another rotation of 120 degree, this atom will go over here in up direction, and after third rotation it will be on its original position. So to get its original position, I have to rotate the molecule 3 times. So n is the number of rotation required to get the original structure, and that is for proper axis of rotation. I am repeatedly saying proper axis of rotation means only rotation will give us identical, indistinguishable, equivalent structure, and then only we can consider that as a symmetric axis, and the operation of rotation is known as symmetric rotation. So you can consider different molecule and try to find out in which way we can consider the axis so that the structure will be identical and we cannot distinguish between the original structure and structure we are getting after rotation. So you will find out different proper axis of rotation. Either in a molecule there may be one, there may be more, but depending on the angle of rotation, we can define principal axis of rotation also.